Let's do this final game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're back with the final game of Fnatic vs KOO Tigers. It's looking pretty grim for Fnatic. I haven't watched this final game before. Some people in the chat recommend me to not even watch it because it was such a stomp. But I'm just gonna do it for the consistency's sake, that you can watch all three if you want to watch all three. Thank you very much. Alright, I'm just gonna dwell into the game right away. I just want to make sure that KOO Tigers' final pick gets recorded, and it will be... Alright. I'm just gonna put it like that so I get to see the order. Rek'Sai once again from Fnatic side. Okay, they're sticking to their guns. They're going. But the difference here though, why? You know, very confusing. Why are you giving up Lulu? My friend. Why are you giving up Lulu? My friend. Fnatic. Lulu. First pick Lulu. Don't give a fuck about Rek'Sai. First pick Lulu. Pick Olaf jungle and you're fine. Who cares? Olaf is also very strong early game. But for the love of God, Lulu is broken as fuck. Oh my goodness. So, yeah. I think Lulu should be first picked here. I think if anything, if you really want to ban Veigar, you ban it over Shen. You leave Shen, let them flex Shen, we don't care. We can deal with it. But Lulu is too strong. I think, especially on red side, Lulu is way too strong. Because it becomes flex until the last pick. And my goodness. I don't like it. If you really want the Rek'Sai, you ban Lulu instead of Shen. I would much rather see them have Shen here together with the Lee Singer or something else. I do not like that Lulu goes through like this. They get Alistar Lulu. So Yellow Star, the last time I remember him playing Trash, it was not that good. And Trash is pretty bad against Alistar as well, so I don't see the point of picking it. They pick Orianna because she's good into Lulu mid, so that makes sense. Okay, Orianna makes sense, but picking Trash into an Alistar is considered the counter to Trash in lane, not hard counter, but it's considered good. Confusing. Alright. Next rotation. I'll just take a step back so we see the order once again. Lee Sin and Ashe. So Prey is on Ashe again. I think this is a good blind pick to do. Pretty decent against all of these picks. I think Ashe is a decent blind pick. There's not much more to add to it. Very few champions that are considered good against it in lane, and she already has the Alistar. Alistar Ashe is very safe. Alistar Ashe is going to do very well into any trash lane, especially if they're going to pick Kalista here. Reckless has not shown that he wants to play Kalista, so he goes for the Sivir once again. And they also go for the blind pick Riven. So this time around, they have the Rek'Sai. They have a safer mid laner on mid. He's just going to farm. Sivir and Thresh bot lane is going to lose, and they will play around top side once again. KOO Tigers finish off with the Hecarim, which we've already talked about. It's a good matchup into Riven. It's semi-decent, and once again, like the most thing, the thing that we need to talk about the most, right, is obviously Hojin this time plays Lee Sin. He's done fine on his Zac, but the responsibility when you play Zac is just basically do not die. And hope your team does not feed enough 45 for 10 minutes. This time around, when he's on the Lee Sin, the pressure is heavier on him. He needs to be active in the early game. He needs to do a lot. Why did the sound suddenly come on? So this game, early game, will be very relevant. I think later on in the game, KOO are much stronger simply because of Lulu and Ashe. Range disparities, very hard for a composition that our friends Fnatic here are running to reach an Ashe, unless they get flanks going. But then, if they're going to get flanks, you know, if they're going to get flanks, they need to be winning to begin with. They have a weaker bot side, they have a stronger mid, they have a stronger jungler, you would say, but it's very, very small, the difference. And then Riven is considered weaker in the Hecarim matchup, but only weaker. It can go both ways, but I would say Hecarim is slightly favored. Sender warding going out, no craziness. This is like, once again, like when it comes to the level 1 strategies of a lot of teams in quarters and semi-finals, this is the very, very consistent way of starting, because the only way for you to get anything level 1 is to kind of hope for the enemy to fuck up. If everyone starts like this, there's almost no room to fuck up. Every ward that you place is going to be mirrored on the other side, and with that in mind, it's like meh to do level 1 strategies because of trinket wards. So Fabiven went Ignite. He went Ignite. It's like Orianna is favored in this matchup. I wouldn't say it's too crazy. I don't think it's too crazy at all, especially since they have Rek'Sai jungle as well. I think Ignite makes a little sense. But Lulu Orianna, the matchup is pretty stale, I would say. And in my opinion, I wouldn't say it's worth it. It's pretty stale. Like, Orianna's favored, sure, maybe she can pressure the Lulu a bit. But I just, in a game like this, I just can't imagine it happening too much. Especially since she can use the TP quite defensively. I don't know. I don't think I like it. I don't think I like it. We'll have to see how much he can actually pressure KOO with the Ignite. I cannot imagine it being too much. Fabiven needs to push this in base, I would say, so he cannot get TP fucked. Yeah, Huni is pretty screwed. Huni already got pretty screwed by this map. I wonder if Riven would start something else and Doran's played, it would be better in this matchup. He lost a lot of CS, because Smeb is ahead in CS, but he has this massive wave under the tower. Smeb is gonna reach level 4. He's gonna reach 4.5 after this wave. Riven is screwed. Rainover needs to go up top. Smeb is slow pushing. This is pretty decent timing. He just needs to rush top. Yeah, he's not even go for the camps. But Hojin sees this. I think KOO Tigers are stronger here because item advantage on Smeb. They should know Hojin is top side because Rek'Sai didn't spot him in the red side jungle when he warded. So I don't think they will go for this. That was a really bad boomerang from Reckless. It didn't hit anything. Not even the hooked Alistar. So good that Fnatic read the fact that Hojin is top side. That was actually a good play from Rainover that he actually managed to get this vision. Really surprised that we didn't see Huni play Fiora at all in this tournament. I think it would fit him quite well. So there's... Okay. Really strange ultimate. You basically told the enemy laner that you don't want to do anything for the next 2 minutes by ulting like that. And then like the Ignite just makes less and less sense. Seems like if even based, no biggie. The Oriana ult still looked very strange. Riven is far behind. Hojin doing work. Kuro TP. Whew. Smeb plays these matchups really well. I really like how he's waiting for the shield before he procs the Z. Really good. So this is what I was talking about with the Ninja Tabi being really good against Riven. A very cost efficient for Hecarim as well, to buy into CDR and just itemize Ninja Tabi. I just want to see when Alistair bases, because he's going to buy Moby boots and he's going to head straight top. Like, what is the information he gets that makes him want to do this play? I think it's pretty insane. Alright, he's back bottom. Still has Moby boots though. Good Tigers have not committed to their side stones really late actually, because Fnatic side has 2 side stones already. Fnatic have vision both bot side, but their top side vision just ran out. Hojin, what the fuck, rain over? Alright. Okay, Alistar has shown mid already. Alistar has shown mid through creeps, and they're coming as well. Why are they overextending this much? This is such a massive overextension. They've used all of their shit now. There's no way they can win this fight. Kuro's around the corner. Oh yeah, this was no good. Fnatic, they spotted the Moby boots, Alistar and mid. Because it's like, I'm starting to see why people recommended that I shouldn't watch this, because they had the information there and it was no good. The Ignite mid is paying off though. We have a CS advantage on Oriana. Kuro hasn't really done much with his teleport. I think it makes sense if he wants to play like this, because it has provided him with a lot of pressure. Nobody can deny that. So here we have Rainover once again playing around the wrong lane, because like they are weaker here. Smeb has pressure top side. Kuro TP'd. Rainover is in the wrong lane. Them losing top is a big deal. They're just simply too weak on their sideways. Well, it's like I'm just looking back at the draft, and Thresh into Alistar made no sense. Sivir into Ashe Alistar made no sense. Like, it's not good into Ashe. It's not good at all. They blind picked the Riven. Smeb plays Hecarim. They have 2 weak side lane matchups. Oriana, sure, she's winning mid, but how can Oriana really transition pressure from mid to anything? Ever since Oracle was removed from the game, you can't really do that anymore. So that's very unfortunate. And like, it's not like what the hell is going on, man? What the fuck? What do they expect to do? Oh my goodness. This is actually insane, man. Smeb is so good. What is Hooney doing? Oh my god. Smeb has so much armor already. What did they expect? Oh my god, what, like, I don't know. It's like Hecarim into Riven, it's very simple to play. But that was god tier. Oof. So, very weak match up top, like blind picking Riven, very dangerous. Bad matchup top side, bad matchup bot lane. You're not gonna win games in a lot of scenarios, especially with like with how Fnatic like to play. And what happened? I think Fabiven. That's rough. That's rough. Oh, pray. Smeb has ulti. Okay. KOO kind of overextended in my opinion. It's like, what are they? They're burning their cooldowns for no reason. They kind of went too deep here. Really good exhaust from Gorilla. But right now they have no cooldowns. Like, imagine if they didn't go balls deep and had, like, they had stuff, you know? They actually had stuff to fire at the enemy. Like, let's say a Lulu ultimate on this Hecarim or Mana, you know? It would have looked a lot different. What happened to our Reckless? Well, there's no cleanse on the enemy team, so they can just keep walking down mid. Like, push out waves, walk down mid, arrow something, so the strategy is working out. This is very simple at this point in time. They have pressure bot side, pressure top side, so Smeb can just push out anything he wants. They can group up mid without anything, like being afraid of anything, and la-di-da. Hit an arrow, and you're gold. You're golden. Goalkeeper Gorilla. Oh, the Kikaru. Well, KOO should lose this, no? Yeah. Well, to be honest, there is no this. This is just chaos. Hojin overextend. Now Fnatic kind of overextend. They need to get a good Orianna ult here. That look decent. Why was the Orianna ult so late? Holy shit, the camera work is so annoying in this fight, man. Still surprised that we still like blind pick Riven. Why don't blind pick Fiora, you know? I think it's better. Way better. Rainover is just doing nothing. Look at him. He did nothing. No knock up. I don't think it looked too bad for Fnatic. I think they had opportunities to knock people up with the W of Rainover and the Orianna ball placed in a good position here. I think Prey's positioning is kind of game winning here though. Kind of zones out for Bevan completely. Plays is really good. Yeah, it's kind of hard to say if they could do anything because Prey was positioned so well there. Well, there's not a lot to say. I think the game was very, very lost in draft phase. Almost. Like, the play was poor too. What? Blind picking Riven, picking Sivir Trash into Alistar Ashe is just blues. I'm going to fast forward a bit. Good Tigers have Baron. Yeah. Right. Let's summarize that, right? Let's summarize the final game. Draft, blind pick Riven, Smeb, bring out Hecarim, stronger matchup, okay. One problem. Should blind pick Fiora there, I think. Huni hasn't played Fiora the entire tournament, correct me if I'm wrong. Sivir, Trash. Like, sure Fnatic wants to play around their top side, but they're blind picking their top laner here. They need to be able to play around their bottom in these scenarios, or at least they need to master the champion that is the only blind pickable champion in this scenario, which is Fiora. Fiora is the best blind pickable top lane in this scenario. Either you get ready to play around bot side with picking like a stronger bot lane. You pick Braum into Alistar, and you pick like Braum is pretty decent into Ashe as well, and that would make things easier, but that is just not the Fnatic way. So Sivir, Thresh into Ashe, Alistar as losing matchup. Thresh will have a very hard time in this matchup. Didn't see why they brought out the Thresh here. Made very little sense. Like, when's the last time YamatoCannon has played Thresh? Like season 4 or something? I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong, but okay. And then on top of that, like Orianna, I think it was a good pick. They had the Rek'Sai once again. I was happy that KOO Tigers went for the Lee Sin, because early game mattered so much more when they had the stronger matchups here. They could last pick their top, and they already revealed their bot lane with the Thresh pick. Like, Hojin picking Lee Sin was good here. Zac would be too slow, and I think it showed in the game, in game 1, that against Rek'Sai they need something that is quicker in the early game. So overall, KOO Tigers, I think the biggest flaws that you should look for when they are facing SK Telecom is they are not that good in the early game. Hojin is not that good in the early game. This final game against SK Telecom, he played good. I think the final game here against Fnatic, he played good. But against SK Telecom, it's like Bengi is so solid. And SK Telecom never put themselves in scenarios where they have weaker matchups everywhere. They will make sure they have stronger lanes, they'll play around it, and they are not prone to make a lot of mistakes. And KOO Tigers, against KT, against Fnatic, there's been so many mistakes from the other side, and KOO Tigers are good at waiting for them patiently. But if SKT get leads, like 1k lead or any kind of lead, I think it is doomed for KOO. It's like Hojin, I think his Zac play, like in teamfights, was fine, but he didn't really have any responsibilities. Against Score, he got destroyed as well. Like, score destroyed him. Reignover, I don't think he played that good, but Reignover still controlled Ho-Jin pretty decently. In the third game, I think Ho-Jin played correct. I don't think I have any complaints beside the fact that he got caught around the Wraith area. So it was fine. But then again, he was playing against Reignover, someone that I critiqued so much throughout the analysis of this review. So to finalize everything, KOO Tigers, I fear for them. I don't think they're going to do well in the early game against SK Telecom. Fnatic, I think they had a very good run, very good season. I don't think anyone can take that away from them. But this series was a bit disappointing. I myself thought Fnatic would be favored here because they've shown in the past that when they get leads, they know how to finish. But Reignover kind of screwed it all up. No offense. And I think with the way Fnatic play, you know, some people might want to blame Reckless or whatever, blame Yellow Star, but with the way they play, the biggest part of the responsibility will always lie on Reignover and Huni. It's just the way they play, you know. Like, the responsibility from their bot lane is very, very small. It's you know they should farm, not die, and then wait for TP. That's their job. The responsibility is very small, so I don't know. We can't really blame anyone specifically. But I think that summarizes it well. Not too much to analyze in game 2 and 3, but I think I brought most of it up. If you have any questions or suggestions, please post them in the comment bar or just send a message to me on any of my social medias. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.